What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Hello, girl guides and brownies and leaders and everyone who's joining me, Mark the Science Guy.
And me, Ali Knight.
Here at Explorium to tell you all about challenge number one.
Number
in the
one.
Girl Guide E-Badge Challenge. Okay, so there are 3 in total.
Okay.
But tonight we're going to do challenge number 1.
It makes sense to start there, to be fair.
Makes sense to start on number 1. Firstly, thank you all for joining us. It's a rotten evening outside.
It's not very nice outside, no.
So we hope you're all gathered round and are about to have some awesome fun with us to create a wacky machine. And we're going to tell you what the first challenge is. Hopefully you know what it is by now. And the rest of the video, we're going to show you some tips and tricks of how to build an awesome machine. Because the first challenge is to build a machine that can deliver a socially distanced Christmas present to someone special this year. Who'd be someone special you deliver a Christmas present to? Socially distanced.
You really put me on the spot there.
I know,
What's yours? I would give a socially distant present to my elderly neighbour. And then I'll give you one too, but like my elderly neighbour.
I see where your importances lie now, Ali.
Well, you know, some people...
Fine, but you can give your present to anyone. It could be your friend, your granny, it could be a teddy bear. What are you laughing at?
I'm so sorry I offended you so much.
Yeah, clearly.
My bad.
Also, this is live.
Live.
So if you're in the comments and watching, say hello to us. We'll give you a big shout out at home. So say hello. You can pop in. We love jokes, actually.
We love
big fan of jokes.
And it's Christmas time, so a good like Christmas cracker joke.
We love Christmas
a big
cracker jokes.
Favorite.
Get them in as well. So give us a shout out. We can say hello to you. And because we're going to go through all the tips and tricks needed to build this machine. Because you can't this time just hand someone a gift.
Nope.
That's not the challenge. You have to build a Rube Goldberg machine to do it. And a Rube Goldberg machine is a chain reaction machine. One of those machines that sets off something else, sets off something, and things go down, bam, 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 and boom, there, it does something. But a Rube Goldberg machine, it's a pretty wacky contraption.
Yeah, they get a bit complicated sometimes.
Yeah, because they're meant to do something really simple, like give someone a gift. Yeah. But just in the most overly complicated and hilarious ways possible.
Something that would take you literally seconds to do.
Happy Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Literally seconds to do, but you know, coming with slightly different ways of doing it.
You still haven't given me a present here. What's happened? You got no present?
I'll tell you what. You will get the present that our machine delivers.
Oh yes, sweet. Yeah. That's if it works.
If it works, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Now it's called a Rube Goldberg machine because Rube Goldberg was a person,
a real life human being.
He was an engineer, and he was born in 1883 in San Francisco, and he studied engineering, and he started designing and drawing all of these wacky, crazy contraptions that hopefully he thought made people laugh. I think they're pretty funny.
They are very funny. They're quite entertaining,
Because humor's a huge part of the Rube Goldberg machine. So that's what we want to do, because everyone's at home over the Christmas. We want you to have something really fun to do. Yeah,
you will 100% laugh while making one of these things. We laughed a lot building our one.
And that's pretty cool, because Rube Goldberg spent his life trying to get people to laugh. So that's pretty cool. So this is a machine that will definitely make you laugh. And you can complete the challenge on your own or with friends. You can have your family members, leaders. I know the leaders want to get involved here as well, because it is, at the end of the day, a challenge. Yes. And there will be prizes.
I love a bit of competition.
Is there a difference between, you're like, are we competing now?
Oh, we can compete if you want. I love a bit of competition.
Not yet. We want to give a massive shout out to Quiva Gaffney from the Ballina Girl Guides. Very, very cool. Okay. We have a joke though. We have a joke. Okay. What do you call Santa when he is at the beach?
Sandy Claus!
Sandy Claus!
Great job. Big fan. That's a good joke.
That's a really good joke. Keep those jokes coming. We love those. Great Girl Guide jokes. I really like them. Very cool. So we're going to show you some tips and tricks and give you some examples to start off, because the machine can be as complicated as you wish. Yes. It can be really simple or it can get really complicated. best thing is to start off.
Start simple. Start with just a few steps.
Simple.
And then as you've got the simple bit down, you can start building on that and making it more complicated. Don't start too complicated.
No.
It won't end well. It won't end well.
Now, Rube Goldberg was an engineer. He was also an inventor, a cartoonist, and an artist. So he used all his understanding of engineering disciplines to design these wacky machines. And we're going to use our understanding of different engineering disciplines to help build our machine as well. And we're going to share with you some engineering tips, some machines that use different engineering principles to help give you some ideas, get those creative juices flowing so you can get those presents flying or exploding or sliding or twirling.
Whatever way you want to deliver
whatever way you want to do them. So we're going to go through a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah.
It's a chain reaction machine. So one thing sets off another thing, and it can have different forms of energy involved.
Yeah.
It can have kinetic energy, which is the energy that moving things have. So you have a ball, and I tried to scoop it.
We need that.
We need that. I was trying to scoop it. See, you have moving things. You can get a ball moving, or you can get a person moving too.
Okay, let's try that again. Okay, kinetic energy as the ball's moving. Better.
See, that was still
much better. That was better.
You can have potential energy, which is energy that can be stored. So you could store potential energy in a spring mechanism like this, and you can get your machine then to release that potential energy, convert it to movement energy, which is kinetic energy, and it will... Oh! That's out of here.
Moving. Nice. So there was a spring inside. The spring was storing that potential energy, and then it translated it into kinetic energy, and it moved. Yeah.
Or
we'll find that later.
For those looking to push the boundaries, you could also use some chemical engineering. Chemical reaction. Ali, I got a really simple one here.
Okay.
Just to show you a very simple chemical reaction. I have a little canister. It's got water in it. I've got one of those fizzy vitamin C tablets. I'm going to trap that inside because there is a chemical reaction taking place inside the little canister right now. That is releasing carbon dioxide gas, which gets trapped inside the canister. Oh, that was powerful.
That one went high. That one went
the roof down.
Very high.
Very high. Very splashy.
Very
as well.
splashy.
Very well prepared.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you can use lots of different types of engineering in your Rube Goldberg machine, and whatever one is completely up to you, because we want you to get creative, use your imagination, use your problem solving. When you do it in teams, it's a great way to communicate, have fun.
Bounce ideas off each other is always good fun. You know, you might have some ideas, other people have other ideas, bring those ideas together. Recipe for success, I would say. We
want to also give a big shout out to Ardagh Guides in Longford.
Hi,
Big up to Longford. All right, and hello to Jessica Daly, Dublin Tivoli Guides. Awesome.
And
very cool.
Halloran and Mangerton Girl Guides in Kerry. Oh, and we've got another joke.
Oh, we got another joke, but we've got people joining us from everywhere. We've got Kerry, we've got Dublin, we've got Longford, we've got Ballina. Amazing.
All over the place.
People from all over the country joining us here.
Okay.
What's the joke though? What's the joke?
What do Santa's little helpers learn at school?
I don't know.
The alphabet. Hey-oh. Brilliant.
The alphabet. We should have a prize for the best joke coming in here as well.
Yeah.
I love that because humor is a massive part of this, and when you're building a Rube Goldberg machine, it has to tell a story.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you some examples of a Rube Goldberg machine and the story behind it, because the story's meant to be funny as well.
Yeah.
So even work some of your jokes into the story. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be good fun. I'd like that.
I think that'd be really cool. So Ali, I think everyone's at home watching.
Yep.
They're getting ready. They're going to get psyched up for this competition. They want to win the prizes. They want to build a machine that can deliver the socially distant Christmas present. And we're going to start off telling you with step number 1.
Again, challenge number 1. Makes sense.
Makes sense. See, we're making sense here, okay? So the very first thing you're going to do is to get inspired.
Ooh.
Oh, inspired.
Find inspiration from anywhere around you.
So look up online.
Yeah.
That was a great place where we checked out. We checked out some cool videos of Rube Goldberg machines online.
There are so many. And again, like we were saying before, they can be really, really simple or really, really complicated. So there's so many different videos out there. People get so creative. It's really impressive.
There's some in movies. There's some good movies that have one as well.
A big one, Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, that's a Flubber. Am I right on Flubber?
Flubber's
Flubber's got one
a
as
good
well.
one as well. Lots of movies do feature them as well. Wallace and Gromit would be my favourite one. He's always making kind of wacky machines. That one to get him up and get him ready in the morning and all that kind of stuff. Like, they really go
So get inspired. Look around for different ideas. See things that inspire you, things you like. Then add your own unique creative twist to your machine. So after you've got some ideas, and hopefully from the show today, you'll also get some ideas that'll spark some imagination.
Hopefully we can inspire you guys a little bit, and you can get inspired by your friends or your family. They can help you out with your machine as well.
Now, the second step number two. In a Rube Goldberg machine is you need to set the goal of the machine. What is the machine going to do?
Yeah, and remember, this is generally a very simple task.
Very simple. Like
very
something
simple.
like your machine could shave your face.
Your machine could turn on the kettle.
It could maybe brush your hair.
It could close the door.
It could feed your cat.
Oh, your machine could do the thing where, you know, it fills the ice cube tray, so then you don't have to walk across the floor and spill water everywhere, and then you'd inevitably fall and hit your head and you make a big old mess.
Are you okay?
I hate filling the ice cube tray.
It's meant to be simple, Ali.
Okay, that was a bit too complicated.
Let's put it out. Oh, we got some great ones coming in. Firstly, hi to Megan as well from Renmore Brownies in Galway. We have people from everywhere join us. How cool is this? Oh, we got a joke though.
Okay.
Why are Christmas trees bad at sewing? Because they always drop their needles.
Very topical joke coming in here. Why are the elves lonely?
I know.
Because they're in elf isolation.
Oh, that's really good.
Very topical.
Yeah, very topical.
Straight from Engineers Ireland.
Straight from Engineers Ireland. They were on it. Yeah. They were ready.
They were biding their time. They were waiting for the right moment to put that joke in there.
It. Totally. It went down very well, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
We have, Santa's rudest reindeer, Aoife says, is, Rudolph.
Makes sense. It's in the name. And Alice is asking, why did the snowman choose a carrot? He had to pick his nose. That's one of my favorite things.
I've never heard that.
You can pick your friends. You can pick your friends. You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
No, you can't.
No, don't pick your friend's noses.
Don't pick your friend's noses. Okay, now. In our machine, we already have the goal picked.
Yeah.
So the goal of our Rube Goldberg machine is to deliver that present.
Yes.
Socially distanced. So that's the goal.
Yeah. So that bit's been done for you. The goal's been set already.
Yeah. So you know what the machine is going to do. Now it's up to you to find ways to do it. And you can explore lots of different types of machines that we're going to show you now how you can make it. But we're going to give you a little example.
Yeah.
Of a machine that Rube Goldberg drew. Himself.
One of many. Am I right in saying that the man drew like 50,000 drawings or something?
Unbelievable.
Insane. We aren't asking for one machine.
Yeah, just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
If you want to make 50,000, go nuts. Like,
go ahead.
You do you.
So you'll see from this drawing that there's a great story behind it. So that's a huge part of the challenge, because there are... it's competition, there are prizes, and there's a marking scheme as well.
Yes.
So we want to help you make sure that you can get the maximum points possible.
Yeah.
And the story that your machine tells is a huge part of it.
Yeah, there's got to be a good storyline there.
Yeah, something funny, and extra marks if it's Christmas themed.
Yes.
As you can tell.
We went a bit all out.
It's Christmas themed.
We went a bit all out with the Christmas decorations.
Totally did.
But you know, needs must.
Yes.
Needs must.
Yes. And then an excellent thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw your machine.
Very
important. Get some ideas, draw them out. That's something engineers have to do all the time.
Yeah.
You don't just go off to just build a bridge by just standing there going, I think this will work.
Nah, you got to plan it out first.
You got to plan it out. And the great thing to do is get your ideas down on paper so you can see what they look like. You can share and show them with friends as well, and work and collaborate on it together. Because the actual drawing of your design and your machine is worth a huge amount of marks for the challenge as well. And
you know, because you're going to do your drawing first, your final machine might not look exactly like your drawing, because you probably are going to make some tweaks along the way. So don't worry, but it's a good idea to get the start of your ideas down on paper and draw it all out.
So I'm going to give them, show them guys a few examples.
Oh, good shout.
So this one here is called the automatic back scratcher.
Oh, now, back gets a bit itchy.
Yeah. So if you look at the drawing, you see lots of different contraptions. There's some pulleys, there's some ramps, different types of things, and they all have letters. So that's the order that the chain reaction occurs in. So let's start with the letter A, over there to the left, just above that lamp. So this is what happens in the automatic back scratcher. The flame from lamp A catches on curtain B, and the fire department sends stream of water C through window. The man D thinks it is raining and reaches for umbrella E, pulling string F and lifting end of platform G. The iron ball H falls and pulls string I, causing hammer J to hit the plate of glass K. Crash of the glass wakes up puppy L, and mother dog M rocks him to sleep in cradle N, causing attached wooden hand O to move up and down along his back. The automatic back scratcher, everyone.
As you can see, a very, very long and complicated process to do something that takes literally seconds.
Literally seconds.
Scratching your back.
There's another great one. This is one of my favorites as well. It's called the self-operating napkin. Ooh. This actually inspired us for a machine that we're going to show you later as well. It was really, really cool. This is the self-operating napkin. In this machine, you'll see again the different letters, and we're going to start again over there at letter A. And as you raise spoon of soup A to your mouth, it pulls string B, thereby jerking ladle C, which throws cracker D past parrot E. The parrot jumps after cracker and the perch F tilts, upsetting seeds G into pail H. The extra weight in the pail pulls cord I, which opens and lights automatic cigar lighter J, setting off skyrocket K, which causes sickle L to cut string M and allow pendulum with attached napkin to swing back and forth, thereby wiping off your chin.
You a bit out of breath after that.
I'm gonna take a breath.
That was a lot.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, Rube Goldberg's drawings incorporate lots of different types of machines, lots of different types of movement, lots of different types of energy, and that's what's going to be really important in your Rube Goldberg machine as well.
Yes. So the next step then is you have to gather your supplies. Now the cool thing about a Rube Goldberg machine is that it doesn't require very much, just your imagination and a pile of junk. Things you can find at home. Extra bonus marks for recyclable and sustainable materials used. Yeah,
so stuff that you're literally about to throw into your green bin. Yeah. You can use that, reducing, reusing and recycling our waste to make something very wacky and very, very fun.
At Christmas time, we all know it. You have presents galore and there's wrapping paper, there's cardboard boxes. All of that stuff is perfect for your machine. So gather it all up, don't throw it out, and reuse it to build your Rube Goldberg machine. So look out for things that roll. They can be really useful. They're excellent at setting off the next part of it. So balls of different sizes.
Marbles.
Marbles are awesome.
You can even use fruit.
Yeah, fruit's great as well.
Not bananas.
Not bananas.
Bananas don't really roll too well. But like an apple or an orange, they'll roll pretty well.
So gather up those kind of things. They're great for rolling and setting off the next part of your machine. Then you want to get things that move or fall, like dominoes.
Dominoes are great.
Books as well.
Yeah, you can use books as big dominoes, basically.
Hopefully you guys have lots of books at home as well, and you can set them all up, and they just knock each other over. And you can get loads of these and set them all up, and as you can see, one sets off the next, sets off the next, and there you go.
Would you call it a domino effect?
I'd call it a domino effect.
You can also use things like toy cars if you got them. They're things that move as well.
Very, very fun. They're actually really cool. They got wheels already on them.
Yeah, nice and convenient.
Then you need things for those things to roll on. So lots of like tracks or ramps, and they're really simple to make.
Yeah, so you might have some at home as well. Like we found from like toy cars, toy trains. Use them if you got them around the house. They're very convenient. But you can also make your own.
Very simply too.
So you can make them out of cardboard.
Tubes. Yeah. You can get lots of these. You can cut them in half. You can extend them. You can make some as well. Yeah. If you want, just make them. I'd make a V shape.
Yeah. So if you took three pieces of cardboard and you bent one piece of cardboard, you make walls. And then you got a track for a ball to roll along. Yeah. Or you can. This is very simple. You take a piece of cardboard, you fold it into a V shape, and then you can get your ball.
There you go.
And it rolls along it.
And you can use these for any type of things to get the cars can roll down them. You can have lots of different ways and different tracks. We actually used a lot of Pringles cans.
Oh, we did, we
got those.
Delicious.
Delicious part of our experiment.
Yeah, a very important part of the experiment as well, it's got to be said. Very important, very delicious.
Yeah, so again, using things that you can find around your house, different household materials, then you kind of need things just to help tie all those things together.
Yeah, so things you've got lying around the house, tape, string, glue, scissors, those sorts of things, they're really, really handy.
So then when you've got all of your things together, it's time to start building your machine. Now, it's good to get started.
Yeah.
Because building it will need a lot of adjustments. Just like in engineering, you won't come up with the exact solution immediately.
No.
You have to test things, you have to analyze them, and then learn from your either mistakes, the failures, what worked, what didn't, and keep adjusting until your machine is just
right. Yeah, so you got to work on things like your angles and that sort of things, you know. Things might not line up perfectly first time, and sometimes tiny tweaks is all it needs to make a difference, so you got to stick with it.
And it can be a pretty fun process too. It definitely is.
Yeah, sometimes you have to laugh at how silly things don't work, you know.
Now, we have another joke coming in here. Why did the elf get indigestion? he were gobbling his food. That was from Joan. The Raheny guys in Dublin.
Well done.
Gobbling his food.
I'm glad we asked for jokes.
Yeah, I love the jokes. If they're so creative with these jokes. I can't wait to see what creative things you come up with.
Definitely a good sign.
Yeah, I can already tell you guys have awesome imaginations and are very creative. Can't wait to see what your machines are going to look like. We're going to show you and tell you exactly how to submit your entry at the end as well through a video submission. So over the Christmas, you can have some fun. You can be eating your dinner. You could be gobbling it up, Joan. You can open some presents, gather your materials, and then you can start building and thinking of ideas to send some gifts flying across the room.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So we're going to show you some different types of engineering machines that you can incorporate into your Rube Goldberg machine. So we had ramps. Ramps are absolutely awesome. You can use them really simply. Levers are pretty cool things as well. So we're going to build one with you right now.
From start to finish.
From start to finish. Okay, Ali, let's get all our lever supplies out.
Okay.
And what is really good as well, I'll get some paper, and that'll be so I can do a very quick sketch of how I think the machine's going to work. Okay. Okay.
So we want to deliver these little presents that are in this cup. That's the goal.
Okay, so that's not show the guys our presents. They're pretty cool.
Little presents in our little cup here.
Okay, so Ali, I'm gonna build a ramp over here. So I have an inclined ramp here, so I've like that.
A lever here, so you can see that when weight comes down on the ruler,
that's gonna send the
up.
Okay.
Cup comes up, and hopefully presents go flying.
Go flying.
That's the plan.
Okay, and I'm going to first I need a ball. So let's get a ball.
There you go.
And I'm going to use a wedge as well. Wedges are really useful in the Rube Goldberg machine because you don't want everything to suddenly start moving at the same time.
No.
You want it to move when you want it.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, is making sure that everything moves at the correct time.
Yes. So I'm going to put the wedge under the ball. It just stops it from moving until we are ready. Okay. Okay.
I'll line this up. Again, like we said, it might not work first time. Really handy thing with your Rube Goldberg machine sometimes can be to work backwards.
Yes,
so great idea. Figure out, so we, for example, had our presents here. We wanted our presents to fly across the room. So a lever was going to be handy, and then we needed something to knock the lever. Yeah. So that's where the blocks came in. So working backwards, we needed something to knock the blocks, which would be the ball. We wanted the ball to go at the right time, which is where the wedge came in. So starting at the end and working backwards can be a really, really handy way of making your machine.
And I'll show you our little drawing that we drew out as well. So check it out. Now it's very crude, but that's all you need. So down on the bottom left, we had our blocks and our dominoes falling and knocking over the other, and then setting off the lever as well. So that was our little drawing that we did together. We have our story that this roly-poly gentleman here, we might call Santa.
No, Mr. Claus, please.
Mr. Claus. Mr. Claus had one too many cookies.
One too many mince pies, I'd say.
One too many mince pies. Couldn't walk very quickly, so decided he wanted to roll down.
Like we all like to roll out of bed sometimes in the morning, you know.
His elves all had their back turned behind Head Elf.
Nice.
And Santa's mouth was full of cookies, so he couldn't call out to them, so he decided to roll into them, knocking little elves over, knocking Head Elf over, knocking the present platform, and all the presents shoot out to all the boys and girls.
That's the plan.
That's our plan.
That's the story.
We've got our ideas, we got it inspired, we drew it down, we've got our funny story, it's got a Christmas vibe in it. Yeah?
Yeah, we've got some different engineering topics or machines in there. We got our wedge, we got our levers, we got things falling, we got things rolling. I think we're pretty good to go.
Let's test it out, Ali. Okay, Santa is on his way. We gotta go.
Oh.
Head elf didn't move.
Head elf didn't move. Okay, so let's
what we do now is we make some little adjustments. We make sure that time we had, head elf didn't get bashed enough.
He didn't.
So we need to get maybe a bigger knock into the little elves to knock over big elf. Big elf. Okay, so we need big elf.
Let's put in another couple of blocks.
Okay.
So that we get more of a domino effect.
Okay, nice. That's okay, cool.
Hopefully a bit more weight to it.
Yeah, okay.
And what if let's not put a stop on this one?
Okay, let's try that. Okay, I've got Santa rolling down the slope. It destroyed it. The head elf really doesn't want to move. There we go.
Head elf
has been working out. Been working out a lot this year. Okay.
Let's line these
Let's
up again.
get that head elf to fall over. There we go.
Okay.
Let's get that elf out of here.
A bit more precarious now.
We'll see.
Okay.
What if we made the elf?
Oh,
mate, he's gonna go. I took the ball.
You lost the ball.
I got the ball. Okay. Let's try and get that Santa elf. And there we go. And the presents fly out. You can see that your machine needs lots of tweaks and turns as well. But you can see that the lever was a cool way to shoot those presents across the room.
Let's have a closer look at the lever.
Yeah, the lever is awesome. Really, really cool thing to do, and it's very fun because it sends things.
So all we did was we had a little plastic cup here that we stuck onto our ruler with some double-sided tape. Loaded our presents up inside. I made a little wedge to pop underneath so that it would act a bit like a seesaw. So then, if we applied some weight to the opposite end of our lever, go for it.
Oh, I got one!
Presents go flying!
Presents for me! Yes, the Ardagh Girl Guide's awesome. So we got some solutions coming here.
Nice.
So they think we need a heavier elves as they're too small and the big elf is too big. Yes.
That is some brilliant problem solving.
Great thinking already. Clearly, tiny elf. Big elf was massive.
We need a medium-sized elf.
We need a medium-sized elf. Awesome solution there from the Ardagh guys. I think that were excellent. They were spot on. I think there'll be some excellent machines sent in from those guys as well. Too. Oh, we have another joke though.
Oh, nice.
What did Santa say to Mrs. Claus about the weather? It looks like reindeer.
Speaking of reindeer.
That's Joan again from me. Joan, you are on fire.
Speaking of reindeer.
Okay.
We've got our little reindeer friend here.
Yes, because we were thinking about what we want to, who we want to give our present to. So we decided to give it to Teddy Reindeer.
Yeah.
We call him Ted. That just worked really well.
Yeah.
We have a Teddy Reindeer named Ted.
Nice.
So we've chosen who we want to give our gift to.
Yeah.
Going to give it to Teddy.
Teddy.
Okay. So it's time to show you another very quick way that you can send things shooting across the room. So we have, we're going to use air power for this one. So we're going to use compressed air because air can have a lot of power. You can see hurricanes, tornadoes, actually very windy outside
Very windy today, yeah.
Up here at Explorium. So we're going to use compressed air to show you how you could possibly do that.
Yeah.
To send a present flying across the room.
So this year we're thinking that Santa might upgrade the sleigh.
Yeah.
And he might use rockets.
Possibly.
To deliver the presents. So we've got a rocket here and we're going to launch a rocket to deliver the presents.
Yes. So yeah, that is one of our solutions. We decided what if we want to deliver multiple presents? We load them into a rocket which we are then going to fill with air and launch it upwards.
That's the plan.
I think if I received a gift by a rocket,
you'd be pretty happy.
They'd go on my nice list for life.
So we've got this rocket launcher here. So we're going to pop our rocket in place. Now the way that this rocket launcher works is that when you release the clasp here, the rocket gets released.
Yeah.
So we need a way to release this clasp.
Yes.
So that's really the goal here, is to get that clasp to release. So what can we use?
What can we use?
So we want something that's going to pull the
Yes.
string. There's going to have to be something pretty heavy.
Okay.
I've got a bottle of water.
Awesome, let's use that. Okay, cool.
So if the bottle of
that came in useful.
If the string is tied around the bottle of water.
Around that, okay.
And the bottle of water fell.
Okay, so we want the bottle of water to fall.
If it fell off the side of the table, then that would pull on the string, which would pull on the clasp, which would release the rocket.
Okay, so we need something to pull and knock over the bottle of water. Let's use those dominoes again, things that fall. So
clever.
I've got one here.
I've got one here.
Okay, cool. I've got some here as well.
Nice.
So we'll line them up so that they'll hopefully knock the bottle of water off the table.
Yeah.
And then that's going to pull the string, releasing the pressure, and that will shoot our rocket full of presents upwards.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
I'm going to pump some air into our rocket launcher.
Okay, great. Because then this is an air-powered rocket.
So you can see, like, we had a rocket launcher lying around, but it's just going to show anything that you've got in your house, any kind of toys that you can incorporate into your Rube Goldberg machine. They're going to work pretty well. Okay.
Just a simple old 2-liter bottle can be used to send paper rockets launching as well. They're really, really cool.
There's a good bit of pressure in there.
You got some pressure in there?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this one's for all the Girl Gods, Brownies, and Leaders watching.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to set off the dominoes. That's going to knock the bottle off. That's going to pull the string, and the rocket's going to shoot upwards, and everybody gets presents.
Everyone gets presents.
Everyone gets presents.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So this one's going to knock over. Knock. There goes. Oh! Oh, that was powerful! Look at this!
Explosive!
Look at that!
That was brilliant!
It created a mini, I don't know if you can see that, it created a mini cloud in a bottle.
Amazing!
Oh, well, I tell you, that's a bit of, well, an extremely explosive way to send someone a gift.
Obviously, using the rocket launcher was a little bit complicated, but having the bottles, or the blocks falling into the bottle to pull on the piece of string, that was all, they were really simple steps, so
yeah,
not too complicated.
So that's some examples of things you can use. And again, use things you can find around the house. And if it's simple, perfect. That's even brilliant. Because we want as many of you guys to enter as possible. So there's a huge competition. We can share some awesome videos, see the cool solutions that you guys come up to, and share them all with you and have an awesome time with our Rube Goldberg machine. Now, Ali, I think it's time we shared our real Rube Goldberg machine.
This big old thing back here?
This big old thing.
It's here the whole time? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, so with our machine, let's remember, we wanted to deliver some presents.
Yes.
Okay, so end goal is presents to
Ted.
The reindeer. So I'm going to put Ted in position at the end of our machine.
And Ali, I have our present.
Okay.
So, and what I've actually done is I put our present on a little shuttle with wheels. Yeah. Remember earlier we said that the cars and the things with wheels are really cool?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the vehicle to transport our present. So it's going to be aboard the shuttle. So we just taped it to it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our gift. We have the goal. We want to give Teddy the gift. And we've used some cool engineering disciplines. We've got some ramps. We've got some tracks. We've got a loop. We've got strings. We've got
a wedge keeping that red ball in place up at the top there.
Yeah.
The funnel's a handy one.
The funnel's a great one.
You might have funnels around your house, and if you don't, you can make one really easily.
Very simply.
So we just had these little plastic bottles lying around. We cut the bottom off one of them, so then if the ball goes in one end, comes through the net, and out the other end.
And we're going to show you that
never be seen again.
We're going to show you how we use that. I thought you couldn't get it. We're going to show you how we use that in our machine as well. Yeah. So, Ali, let's go through our machine. We'll do one run through.
Okay.
And let's go through the engineering bits first. Then we'll tell them all our story.
Okay.
That we did. I'll show you again our very crude drawing that we made for the machine. So here you'll see we had some ramps on the left. You could see our loop-de-loop. We had the inclined plane. We had our little funnel. We had a little cup. A cup was great for the ball dropping into, pulling down. So that was our little drawing.
Yeah.
And we had our different engineering disciplines as well, didn't we?
Yeah. So we'll talk through the machine. We'll work, like we said, we're going to work backwards.
Yes.
Okay. So we wanted to deliver our present to our reindeer.
Yeah.
But we wanted, so that was how we attached it onto our shuttle so that it could roll into the reindeer. We wanted to make sure that our shuttle didn't go until we were ready for it. So what we did was we took a little wooden skewer or a little wooden stick, and we popped it just in front of the back wheels of the shuttle, so that would like hold it in place until we were ready for it. So what we did then was we attached a string to the other end of that skewer, so when the string was pulled, the skewer would pull, releasing the wheels of the shuttle, letting the shuttle down to deliver the present to the reindeer. So then we need to get a weight to pull down that string. So we tied the string to a little metal basket or like a metal cup. You could use something like a flower pot would be brilliant for this. So when a ball landed into the cup, it would pull down on the piece of string, releasing the skewer, releasing the wheels, releasing the shuttle. So we're going to have a ball go along the loop-de-loop here and over the bridge and up the ramp to land into that basket. That did take a little bit of tweaking. You got to make sure the distance is right, the angles are right. So we had our big red ball up here, but we wanted to have a few like switcheroos, different size balls going into this. So we decided we'd start off with something really small, with a little marble. Yeah. And we realized that a measuring tape
this was really cool.
Perfect track. For a small marble to roll along.
And it's really long.
Yeah. So we started off with a measuring tape up here at the top. So the little marble goes along the measuring tape, falls into our little funnel, which we made out of our plastic bottle. Falls down into some cardboard tracks. Here we're going to do a little switcheroo. We're going to swap from a little marble to a big marble, because we wanted a little bit more weight. Because at the end of those cardboard tubes is a battery. Attached to that battery is a piece of string. So when the battery falls, it pulls on the piece of string, which pulled on that little wedge of cardboard holding the red ball in place. So from this, will I do from the top?
Yes, let's go from the top. Okay. Deep breath.
Okay. Little marble is released at the top of the measuring tape. It falls along the measuring tape, falling into the funnel. It falls down through the funnel and along the first cardboard tube, where it meets the larger marble at the switcheroo gate. Falls into the larger marble, releasing it along into the second cardboard track. At the end of the cardboard track, it falls into the battery. The battery falls because of gravity, pulling on the piece of string, which releases the wedge of cardboard underneath the red ball. The red ball is released, falls down the track, through the loop-loop, over the humpback bridge, up the ramp, and falls into the metal basket. When it falls into the metal basket, it pulls it down, pulling down on the string which is attached to the skewer. Skewer is pulled down, releasing the wheels of the shuttle, releasing the shuttle to go down and deliver the present to the reindeer Ted.
Take a bow. Take a breath.
Thank you. Yeah. First. I think I'll take the breath first. Yeah. So that's the simple machine. No, it's a very overly complicated machine to do a simple task.
The present goes through Santa's workshop on the conveyor belt. Yeah. Dropping into different areas. Then it has to go through some maneuvers because it's going to be in the sleigh. Yeah. So we have to make sure that the package is wrapped nicely so that it can withstand all the maneuvers that Santa's going to do. Yeah.
And Santa's doing loops all over the place, otherwise I'd say. Got to make sure the present can withstand that.
Yeah. And then it's going to launch down into the chimney and then slide down the chimney, and everyone gets presents on Christmas morning.
Yeah. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Let's test the machine. Before we do, I'm going to shout out to another few guys. We got some, another joke in here. We have Beth from Portmarnock. What kind of music do elves listen to?
Rap music. They wrapped up the presents very nicely.
I have to think about that. That was nice though. I like that. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, why is a foot a good Christmas gift? It makes a great stocking filler.
Imagine you had a foot in your stocking.
Oh, no,
okay.
Thank you.
Girl guides and brownies and leaders, we are going to test our Rube Goldberg machine. And let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Let's do it.
Ali, I'm going to put the present into position.
I'm going to put the first marble into position when we're ready to go.
Okay. So I have our present right here. So let's get that into position. Okay.
Okay, let's make sure the track is clear. There's nothing blocking the way.
Let's make sure there's no obstructions in the track. Okay.
Okay, I think everything's in position.
Almost ready. Okay. Make sure the chimney is in position. Okay.
Okay, big marbles in place. Batteries in place.
Okay.
Stop gates in place. I think we're ready to go.
Okay, let's test the machine. Okay.
Ready?
Let's set it off.
Okay.
Okay.
small marble is moving along the measuring tape into the funnel, into the first cardboard track, into the big marbles on the move.
Big marbles on the move.
Batteries down.
Ball.
Oh, balls on the move. Into the basket.
Into the basket. And Teddy gets a bear. He's got a present for Christmas. Look at that.
Oh, Teddy got his present.
Teddy got his present.
Lovely.
That was pretty cool.
Now, obviously it would have been very easy for us to give the present to the Teddy, but
that would have been fun.
Where's the fun in that?
All those different engineering machines and disciplines. That was pretty fun.
That worked well.
Now, that didn't work first time all the time.
Absolutely not. No. We made a lot of tweaks to that machine. It took us a good while to build it. Very, very good fun to build, but we did have to make tweaks and learn from our mistakes as we went along.
Absolutely as well. So a few tips when you're setting out to build your Rube Goldberg machine is, firstly, keep the number of steps to a minimum.
Yeah.
Make something nice and really simple. You want to get ideas, get them together, imagine design and create it as well. And failure is going to be a massive part of this.
Yeah.
But failure is a huge part of the learning process. You're just learning what works, what doesn't work, and what changes need to be made. Engineers apply this process and scientific method all the time. So there's lots of really, really cool things you can do. Now, we want to see your creations. This is a competition.
Yeah, it is.
Guys, it's a competition.
Love it.
So when you have built your machine, you have to enter by sending in a video of your machine, and we will pick the winner. So we want all of you guys from all over the country. With Kerry, Longford, Cork, with so many people,
Galway, everywhere, Dublin,
everywhere. So we want to see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah.
Who's going to build
this
the
is going
best
to be
machine?
More competitive than the All-Ireland final, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And there are tips again. Think of the marking scheme. Your design is a huge part of it as well. So make sure you draw it out on paper and incorporate different engineering disciplines. The more engineering disciplines you incorporate, the more marks you get as well. Now we got to make sure you use lots of sustainable and recyclable material. So extra bonus marks for those things as well. And of course, we wanted to tell a funny story.
Yeah. Now, next thing as well is the machine needs to work. Now, to be fair, with the marking scheme, you know, it doesn't count for a huge amount of it. You know, if it doesn't work on your video, that is okay. So, but try and get your machine to work as best that you can for your video. Yeah,
make a video. Introduce yourself. Introduce your story, and show us your design as well. And then test out your machine for us, because we'd love to see it.
Want to see it working,
Yeah, so no longer than a 3-minute video. Just something simple on a smartphone as well.
Yeah.
And send it into Steps at Engineers Ireland. And on the Steps website, there's actually loads of cool resources and supports as well. All about different engineering machines, all those little different bits we talked about as well.
Yeah.
All the different tips and advice for making your machine, as well as some advice for how to film on your smartphone. And then make sure you send it in before the 10th of January.
Before the 10th of January.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's time over the Christmas holidays.
Chill out over the Christmas, relax, spend some time.
Get inspired by the things that maybe you're watching on TV over Christmas, things you see online. So, you know, take your time with it. Don't rush it. Yeah, and really have some fun. It's very cool. Just think of some simple steps. It doesn't have to be too complicated. No.
And if it works, great. If not, great.
Yeah,
it's
not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Our machine didn't work lots of times.
Lots. And it's really fun because you get to have a laugh and get together over the Christmas to have a really fun project to do. Yeah. Delivering someone a socially distanced Christmas gift. So that is challenge number 1 for the Girl Guides e-badge. Number 1 of 3. So we're really excited to see what you come up with for the solution to this first challenge. And make sure, again, you send your video in to the Steps team at Engineers Ireland by the 10th of January.
10th of January.
10th of January.
10th of January.
We have loved your jokes as well, by the way.
Very good.
Oh, we got one. We got another one. Paula has another joke for us. Who delivers presents to pets? Santa Paws.
Santa Paws. Excellent. Yeah. If you can incorporate Christmas into your machine, because there are some bonus points for Christmassiness.
Yes, Christmassiness. Yes, and creativity, innovation. All of these have points. Yeah. But the marking scheme, again, is available on the Steps website. You can have it all there to see any of the details that you want to know before you start building your machine. But first, have fun.
Yeah, most importantly, have fun. They are very, very fun to build.
Super
Every
fun.
stage is fun. From the coming up with the ideas, to getting inspired, to designing it, to building it, to testing it. It's all really, really good fun.
We are. And thank you all so much for joining us from all around the country. We hope you had an awesome time, and we really hope we inspired you to go build your Rube Goldberg machine to deliver your socially distanced Christmas present. So thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful Christmas from us and all at Steps and the Engineers Ireland team. We wish you all a fantastic chain reaction festive Christmas. From me, Mark.
And from me, Ali.
Thanks so much for joining us, and have a fantastic Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Keep waving, Ali. Keep waving.
I'm waving.
See ya.